Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another video. This is my match preview for the Leicester City versus Manchester City game. Finally, international breaks are over and club football is back. Manchester City will play Leicester City at the King Power Stadium. Now, obviously, everyone knows that a few days ago, Sergio Aguero announced that he will be leaving Man City at the end of the season. I was very upset when I heard this. Aguero, our all-time record goal scorer, broke so many records here, and it will be very sad when he leaves. And it will be so hard to find players like Sergio. He was respected by a lot of people. Even United fans respected Sergio. So it will be very sad. He won us our first title. He scored that goal that won us our first title. And he's been part of every single title we've won ever since that. And he is just phenomenal. Sergio Aguero, one of the best strikers in the Premier League. No doubt about that. And he will be very missed. I do wish Sergio good luck, and I hope he does well in the future, because Sergio, man, you never will find a player like Aguero ever again. I swear, you'll never see anyone like him ever again, because he is just one of a kind. Him, David Silva, company, Yaya Toure, Zabaleta, they're all one of a kind, and you'll never get them types of players ever again. And it will be sad seeing Sergio go, but again, I hope he does well in the future. But let's talk about Leicester. Leicester have done well in the last few games. They eliminated Man United from the FA Cup, and they also beat Sheffield United 5-0. They are currently third in the Premier League, only 1 point behind second place United. So it is very possible that they can make top 4 this season. But it is quite impressive that they are competing for top 4, especially with the injuries they have suffered with in recent times. So it will be interesting how they play against us. So let's talk about City. A lot of our players have been active during the international break. Foden, Walker, Stones and Sterling featuring for England. Our 3 Portuguese players were involved with Portugal. Zinchenko represented Ukraine. Whippy featured for Germany. And Rodri and Ferran Torres represented Spain. And De Bruyne represented Belgium. Before the international break, we were in good form, beating Fulham and qualifying for the semi-final after defeating Everton 2-0 at Goodison Park for the FA Cup. So it will be interesting how we set up for this game. But let's look at what Pep said in the press conference. Since Brendan took over Leicester after 1 week, they changed completely last season. Because of lockdown, they had an incredible chance to qualify for UCL, but couldn't do it. They have a chance again now. Top manager, top players, big challenge for us tomorrow. Yeah, Pep is spot on. Brendan Rodgers has changed Leicester City. It is really good to see them challenging for European spots. I do think their current squad is better than the team that won the Premier League. Rodgers getting the best out of Tielemans, Fofana, Vardy, Maddison, Barnes and even Iheanacho. Brendan Rodgers is a very good coach with developing young players. He has made Leicester a very serious club, and the future looks bright for Leicester under Rodgers. So let's look at the team news. Now, for Leicester City, James Justin and Harvey Barnes are both injured. They will not 100% make it for this game. But James Maddison, Wes Morgan, Ricardo Pereira and Cengiz Unde are all doubts for this game. They could possibly make it for this game if they are fit enough to play in, I guess. But for Manchester City have no injuries. Pep Guardiola has said that everyone has tested negative after coming back from international football. So that is very good to see. So we do have a full squad now. So it will be very hard for Pep Guardiola to decide who his 11 will be. So let's predict Manchester City's lineup for this game. In net is obviously Edison. Now the back four, I think Cancelo will be playing on the right-hand side. I do think Cancelo plays much better on the right-hand side. For Portugal, he played on the left, and I don't think he really looks good on the left-hand side. He can do a job, but I think his best position is the right-hand side, and I really do want him to play on the right-hand side for this game. Now, the centre-back pairing, I think it'll be John Stones and Ruben Diaz. Stones, he has been on very good form for England. I know he made a mistake in their recent game, But, you know, he made amends for it, and he has been our best centre-back alongside Ruben Diaz, who has also done really well this season. So I do think Pep will stick with them too. And then Zinchenko at left-back. Zinchenko does a job, did well versus Everton, did decent with his national team. So I do think he will be playing against Leicester City. Now, the midfield, I think Fernandinho will be playing in this game. Fernandinho hasn't really played, he didn't really go anywhere during the international break, so I do think he will start. I think Rodri will get a little bit of rest. He has featured quite a bit for Spain. And then ahead of him, I think it'll be Ilkay Gundogan and Bernardo Silva. Look, that midfield three look very solid. Gundogan has been in tremendous form. Bernardo Silva did well for Portugal as well, so I think they will start. Now, the front three, I think Phil Foden will start on the left-hand side. Foden has been incredible. Playing in this false nine system, he really does well in that system. So I do think Foden will be starting. And then on the right-hand side, I think it'll be Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez, he's done really well in this system as well. He could have got himself a few goals against Everton, but, you know, at the end of the day, he does a job and he does it well. So I do think Mahrez will be starting in this game. Now, up front, I don't think Pep will start a number 9. I think it'll be Kevin De Bruyne. I do think we'll play the false 9 system against Leicester City. Listen, it's a system that works very well, so I do see Pep playing that system. I don't think Sergio Aguero will start. Gabriel Jesus could start, but I think Gabby will be on the bench for this game, and I think it will be De Bruyne up front. So it is a very good team, but listen, Bernardo Silva, even De Bruyne could be benched and rested for the Dortmund game. Even Gundogan could be rested as well. It depends how strong we go, I guess, but it is possible some of these could be rested. But that is my lineup. I think it will be roughly this team. So let's predict Leicester City's lineup for this game. In net for them is obviously Kasper Schmeichel. I do think they'll play a back five against us. So I think it'll be Castagna playing as the left wing back, Albrighton playing as the right wing back, and the back three of Soyuncu, Evans, and Fofana. Listen, that back three is really good. Soyuncu is a solid defender. Fofana, very good defender, and 20 years old as well. So he is very solid for Leicester. And Evans, he could do a job. Very good for Leicester as well. And then the midfield of Tielemans and Ndidi. Ndidi is a very good holding midfielder, and Tielemans is also a very, very good midfielder. They will threaten us. Pratt is playing in this game as well, and Vardy and in form Iheanacho. Iheanacho has been on tremendous form recently, so he will be a big threat. Vardy, he's always a threat against City. He always plays well against Manchester City, so he is another player that we will have to watch out for. But I do think this will be roughly Leicester City's lineup. And look, even with their injuries, it is still a solid lineup. So we will have to see how they perform, I guess. Let's look at my prediction for this game. I think City will win this game 1-0. It's going to be a tough game. Leicester are a very good team. I mean, they destroyed us 5-2 back in September. Vardy, Tielemans, even Iheanacho, who's in very good form at the moment, will give us a very hard game. But I believe we'll be able to do it, but it is going to be tight, and I think we'll just about beat them. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do comment down below your prediction for this game. Please do comment down below your predicted lineup, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.